Good day. I'm Lawrence Sanford, Senior Analyst with the American Security Council Foundation, and welcome to our Peace Through Strength brief. The subject for today is Argentina and its recent election of Milei. His party in his self won an overwhelming majority of the votes cast. When I say majority, he won 40% of the vote. His nearest competitor, the former Peronist candidate Krishna, won 20%. So another 40% was spread among different candidates. But he is clearly the leader and has taken charge of Argentina for the last few years. And his platform is basically Trump's platform. Argentina first, make America great is in Argentina, long live liberty, damn it. And he's for increasing Argentina's energy independence, cutting taxation, cutting the bureaucracy, and is offering opportunity to the younger generation in Argentina. And again, Argentina has a history of bankruptcies, national bankruptcies, economies with massive inflation. We're talking in terms of 10% inflation a month, let alone 10% inflation a year. So there's been all sorts of lost opportunities. Yet 100 years ago, or maybe 150 years ago, Argentina was one of the wealthiest nations in the world, but socialist policies and dictates have just crippled the economy and it crippled the people. The land in Argentina is great for farming and cattle and soybeans. And as an aside, Argentina's second largest trading partner after the U.S. is China, and they buy lots of Argentine soybeans and beef. But the significance of this election, and at least the domination of which Milei won, was that it indicates a change that's happening not only in America with Trump and trying to get rid of the socialist, progressive, Marxist agendas of the global elite, but it's an indication in Latin America, South America, change is taking place down there. Brazil is ruled by a progressive Marxist. Colombia is ruled by a progressive Marxist. But Argentina is fighting the tide, and there's changes going on in Bolivia and elsewhere. So hopefully this tide that was initiated by Trump really is sweeping not only in Latin America, but in Europe. We're starting to see conservative organizations. Of course, in the media, they're always far-right fascists, but basically they're conservative where they say, we don't want government interfering in everything. And Germany, for example, the far-right or conservative party is increasing in its sway because of the disastrous economic policies put forth by Merkel and the coalitions in Germany, where solar power and wind power is driving up their electricity rates because they're so expensive and unreliable, that German electricity rates are 3 times that of the United States. And so industry is fleeing Germany. They're facing social turmoil, as is France. But there's revolutions going on politically in Europe where the conservative parties are increasing. And the thing about Argentina is that it represents, in Latin America anyways, a beacon of hope for change going on. So Argentina in our living experiences here in the United States has very limited impact, but it is important. And Latin America, South America is right in America's backyard, and so we wish them well, and we wish all countries in the Americas to grow and prosper. But you cannot grow and prosper under progressive Marxist philosophy. This has never worked in history, and it won't work in the future. The only country that people point to is China, and they're really not Marxist in the sense that they're communist. They're Marxist in the sense that they're a totalitarian ideology and let private enterprise flourish so that the native industriousness and intelligence of the Chinese people have allowed them to grow. But they're not a democracy, and one of these days they will crumble too, and it should be on the agenda of American policy to to welcome the overthrow or change of the Communist Party from changing. So let's hope that Argentina continues on its path of rejuvenation, just like we wish well for the rejuvenation of the United States. So thank you. Good day. Please see us on www.ascf.us.